But when I was 14, I had this great idea. I was out there with this golf club, and he would give me a couple golf balls, you know, because all around me was field. So if I hit the golf balls out there, I wouldn't see them ever again, because the farmer would plow them up, move them around, do whatever. But I had this idea. Beautiful sunny day. I was back probably about just right in front of our trailer. All right. Now you gotta understand, we had a trailer house here. My dad built kind of a garage, bedroom, something on the side of it. So it's kind of a long trailer, a big square thing on it. Okay, it was a garage. I was in front of the trailer. Okay, in front of the trailer. It's important to know this. And I was looking across the yard. You ever watch a PGA? You watch them on TV? You know, when they're golfing and everything, and they stand at the tee and they're looking down there and they're trying to figure out where to hit. That's what I was doing. That's how good I was. No. I'm standing there, I'm saying, okay, I'm going to hit this, and it's going to go between. We had two jack pines in the middle of the yard. Between those, because those were my goalposts when I was kicking the ball in the fall. All right? But this was golf in the summer. And it was going to go beyond the Norway pines that lined our two sides, our north and east side of our yard. I was going to hit it over that. And if I hit it over the Norways into the field, that was the green. I'm figuring, that's the green, that's 14, give me a break. That was the green, all right? So I had it planned, and I'm standing there, and I'm just like, okay, I'm old. I'm like Arnold Palmer, all right? And I got the good grip on there, and I'm practicing, and good backswing. Oh, I was practicing that so well. And I'm standing there, and there's the ball. And I can just visualize the whole thing. I'm going to hit this, and it's going to float up, and it's going to be beautiful. I know it's going to be, that's the intent, is that it's going to go up between the trees, over the top of the other ones, and on the green. I stand back, and I look at this thing, and I look, and I think, oh, this is going to be perfect. Beautiful backswing, and I hit that ball. I tell you right now, perfect. I hit that thing perfect. Full on the head, went up. I could see it going. There was one problem I didn't foresee in my expertise. There's a 40-foot light pole in our yard. Light up there. On the bottom of it, my dad put a basketball hoop for me, you know, which he wasn't supposed to do, but he nailed it right on the thing anyway. About halfway up that pole, that ball is just, I can see it. I can see it spinning and going. And it hits that pole. I think, wow, that's what actually, that's what I thought. I thought, it's only like this wide. Wow, I hit it. That's pretty cool. And how everything gets in slow motion. And I'm standing there, I have the club, and I have it kind of resting, and I'm watching, and it goes up, and it hits that pole. I thought, cool. And it goes towards the house. And I think, wow, what could happen, right? Because it goes over and hits the garage roof. I'm safe. All the windows are in the front end. It hits the garage roof, it's going over the garage. Goes bam, thud, bounces over the top, bam, bip, 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 bip. On the back side, I hear the window break. And I sat there for about 5 minutes thinking, how could that be? Hit the pole, hits the roof, goes over the top of the roof, and when you look down in the back of the trailer is here and the house, the garage is here. And right next to the garage, there's a window. I mean, right next to it, like 3 feet, almost under the overhang, right there. And you go, bam, thud, bing, bing, bing. I go in the house, and it's the first time ever I went to my mom and said, "You never believe what happened. I broke the window. Yeah, this is great." She said, "What?" I said, "Ma, you got to understand, this is what happened. This is incredible. The only time I didn't get yelled at for breaking the window. The only time. The intent was to hit this ball straight and over, but the result was drastically different. Drastically different. Well, that's what we have today. The understanding of how the intent most of the time is different than the result. What we intend to do is generally different than what actually happens. All right? And we're in John today. We're starting out in John. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, I love it. I love it. We're starting in John chapter 1, verses 1 to 5. And John has an intent here. The intent is found in his purpose in chapter 20. I think it's verse 31. Basically, in a nutshell, the intent is that everyone who reads or hears this will believe in Jesus Christ as the Messiah and as the Son of God, and will have life. We'll believe and we'll be born again and we'll have life. That's the intent. Now, most of the time, we see intent and results are different. But in John, John is writing this to explain to us that God's intent is the same as the result. If you read this, if you study this, if you find Christ, the intent is to send Christ into the world. The result is, if you find Him, you'll have eternal life. It's incredible. It's an incredible story. We're going to get into that in the next few weeks, whatever we got going on. All right? But we need to understand about John. Now, intent. And the intent is to change people's lives.